Welcome Virtual War veterans, my name is Chris and today we'll be continuing playing Decisive Campaign's Ardennes Offensive. This will be the round number 11, part 2. Now in first part we went through the review, we went through the massive amounts of statistics and we went through some general supply. We didn't went through also all the supplies. So if you didn't see it, you can check it out. Now, first thing is we still have one card. So 101st, let's just put as fast as possible, just on the main road. Now let's see what it have. Oh, it have some tank destroyers and have some other units as well. Yep, you can move. So now it's pretty important. If you have a full stack, a unit cannot go. So if you can see, I cannot go around this artillery. So very important, I was reading through the manual, and another thing which is useful, I was thinking about why I need so many trucks. So if you go to units and transport, you can transport hefty amount of units with those trucks. Now this definitely will be useful to get our units going onto the front line as fast as possible. Now let's get the artillery units, not the artillery, the light artillery units you cannot get on. So this is the howitzers, cannot get them on. But I know there's still a track which I can use. Yes, 6-track column. So let's get some more 504th Infantry Regiment on it. Again, this is artillery. I cannot get it on. And then we can move it all around. It will be faster, and we can move it into the march mode. So I'll probably push it further, later in the video. Now, just this is just something for you to guys to just realize that why we need so many trucks. So we might start using those trucks. Looking at the back, most of our units are at the front line now. Combat Command B of the 10th. Try to slow down the enemy. We're not sure what's in here. We have 24 points. We can use the recon if you want to. And I think we will, because we will try to stop the enemy from pushing so hard forward. So let's see, is there... Oh, we still don't know what's in it, but... Yep, okay, we stopped the enemy. So we definitely know he's not here. And I'm not gonna push further. It's gonna fall back. The 3rd tank battalion. Now this is 28% of the tank battalion. It's missing 50 tanks, preferably. So Combat Command B is not in full strength. Now make sure, yeah. So this is not in a march mode, because we would be screwed if it would be. Let's try to destroy the bridge. Yeah, preferably after our command pushed through. Okay, so it failed. We cannot destroy the bridge. Yeah, let's just move into this hex. We should have put the roadblock and try again. Something to think about in the future. Be more careful. There's a roadblock here, but I want to stay where it is. Are those guys in the march mode? No. Okay, so Combat Command B is more or less ready. And there's a unit of 20th Armored Infantry Battalion here. Now this is just 35% of the table of equipment, so it's easy to break. We need to be really careful what we're doing now. Now there's 2 bridges which we can destroy. There's one here. Let's try. Okay, yeah, so we destroyed the bridge. So that unit need to go all the way around. Or need to get the penalties. Let me just open the city. So this is 30% or 50% penalties. Depends on what units cross through. So from Panthers is 50% penalty on the attack. So yeah, we definitely improve our situation on this side of the river. Now, yeah, we need to risk it. Okay, so there was nothing here. Now, I didn't knew. I'm quite aggressive player, as you can see. No, I don't want to move you off the march mode. Now I want to move you off the march mode. So to say, yeah, those units, they need to hold as long as possible. Specifically, the 102nd Towed Tank Destroyer Battalion. I think there is a piece of that battalion somewhere here. Not sure, but I think it is. Yeah, this is the second piece of this stout tank destroyer battalion. And we have some mortars, so we can always mortar the enemy if we want to. Let's just do that. Where's the other mortar? Oh, here. This is always something which we can inflict casualties on the enemy. Even reduce the readiness or morale. As you can see here, morale went down by 1, entrenchment went down. Our readiness went down, but so is the enemy. Readiness is needed for the offensive capabilities. Now, we have 24 points if we want to use on any offensive action. I don't think this is connected to anything. Let's just check Supreme. So we can use it on 3rd Corps ourselves. Can you? Yeah, theoretically you can. 26 infantry, I think it's not on the map. 33rd, 6th Cavalry Group. I think 6th Cavalry Group is still locked. It's a British unit, I think. So yeah, we cannot use it, but yeah, we definitely would. If we could, we would. If that makes sense. Now, range attack. Can we do the range attack in here? There's no retaliation from what I see. But just the value is a 6. So I don't think we're gonna waste the ammunition and we'll waste our equipment and entrenchment. Let's just stay where we are. Now with the engineers, I think let's just leave them as they are. The recon squadron, we didn't get intercepted. We fell back. Combat command A. We're gonna rotate it here, so they provide some buffs to the recon squad and the engineers going forward as well. This unit need to hold as long as possible. Let's make sure there's no one in a march mode because there's more and more units in that mode as well. 12, just fall back. So is all the AA and this task force as well. Maybe the task force we're gonna put into the city. Now first let's just move them in the city so they not get intercepted in any case. And then we're gonna rotate them south, to be honest. Yeah, so we're rotating units south. And those units, we're just gonna leave in a city. We leave those units, they try to fight our way out. They attacked, there was a unit south of Beresdorf, just crossed the river. We had 2 units. We had quite lots of our regiment in here. So it's a combat command is something of a regiment. I'm not sure on exact details, but yeah, I would say it's equal or something around those lines. They just failed over the last 2 days, which is around 8 rounds to fall back, and we tried to rescue it, but this, 5th Fallschirmjäger Division just closed the door, shut the door, and there's around more than 1,000 of Jaegers and angry Fallschirmjägers blocking our way. So even though we have so many tanks, it's better to not try to be, risking more and more and more. Now, so we want to fall back this way, preferably. By artillery, I want to rotate south. So let's get you into movement mode. Let's get you here. Now there's a unit which we can add supplies on. So we can add supplies into Ettenbruck, which is by a joke. I was thinking I'm sacrificing my units, but what they did, they abandoned the city. That's what I was thinking. Looking at the number of units he had in the south, I guess that he didn't spot that we have something in the city. I'll just risk it. Let's just maybe try to do this. Yeah, this survived, unfortunately. We don't have more. Yeah, we're gonna stay here and we're gonna give them cars as well as a supply. So instead of giving supply to the combat command A, we're gonna give our supply to the unit cut off in Ettenbruck, so they hold as long as possible. And can we give them anything else? Not really, no. We don't wanna add to it. We have just 5 points on combat command A. We need at least 6. Anything else we can do? Not really. But yeah, this is a good fallback position now. Battalion of the 12th Infantry Regiment. We wanna fall back. Ooh, maybe even, yeah, all the way here. And then artillery. Artillery, we're just gonna run. We're not... Or are we? Maybe... Yeah, so we dealt with this part of the front. Now let's deal with this part of the front. So first thing is... there's a unit here. Can we do anything to it? 1 to 11, so no. And there's some unit here, some battalion. There might be some unit in a city. Let's just scout it out with who we want to scout with. Maybe with recon squad? Okay, so there's nothing. So we just need to fall back as much as possible. Let's just start from the tank battalion and work our way out from there. Because as you can see, we're still quite locked because of the dirt roads. So those roads are not favorable for what we try to do. Now, is this a city? Yes. So let's move our unit into the city wherever possible. Now this tank battalion, we're just looking for any cities, and there's another city here. First, let's move the artillery. This is major road, so it shouldn't be a problem. Now another artillery. Just put you in a movement mode. This is our big artillery, so as well, as much as possible, and we just work our way out from here. Yep. 512 and 81st. Okay, so it's looking better. Now we will fall back with the headquarters. As well, we need to fall back with armored 54th Armored Infantry Battalion. And with this artillery battalion. So yeah, let's just rotate you as fast as possible away from the front. And then let's think. So the enemy can go here and then try to cut us out, but they need to take Altier to get to us. Now this we want to evacuate, and then we want to destroy probably in the next round, or we might even just simply destroy it now because we go to Younglings there. I want to movement mode. Let's get the artillery across the river already. Let's move you somewhere here so we work our way back. Yeah, let's put you into the forest. Now, is there any forests here? There's a heavy forest here. And this is all fields open. So these guys will rotate this way. 102nd. Let's maybe put you in a city already. Now, very important, those guys. So those guys will have to wait, I think. They will have to wait for the other units to rotate. So we are defending this route. So maybe that fourth need to stay in a city just for a turn, just to give a tank battalion some strength. Let's just double check. Those units cannot move any further. Even one X would be good. Now this artillery. It's a very big piece of artillery. Let's start moving it back. Now those engineers. We can move them here or here. Armored infantry, I think we're gonna put one hex from us. Then this tank battalion here. And then the engineers. We already wanna have on a west side of the river. Just, you know, small fallback positions. So the next round, hopefully this will be somewhere here. I will take few turns, few rounds to get all the way there. So that's a risk. It's a 955 millimeter guns. So I think this is a long tom. I'm not sure. Is it? Is it not? Maybe long tom is 203. But it looks better. So we fall back from, you know, from this front. We cut our losses. I would love to move this tank battalion already, but I'm still scared that the enemy will gonna cut us again. So yeah, those guys need to stay on regular because I cannot let myself not having supply to fall back. They always need to be in good supply. So yeah, this is in yellow or even in blue. So not good. That's why they cannot fall back so much. Okay, so that's done. That's done. Let's just rotate north. Just check the supply for a moment. So it's 1,200 supply. So this is not much. Now there is a merge supply. It's 4,000. Yeah, if they would take the supply, it wouldn't be as much. It's like, yeah, we spending around 5,000 supplies, so it would give the Germans a day, extra day of supplies, which is not that great. Get you here, just in case if the enemy approaches. Now, the engineers, we want to move here and try to blow up bridge. Now let's just continue going south and just try to blow up this bridge, because we want to limit the enemy movement. So this bridge, then this bridge, we're forcing enemy to either use the engineers, either, you know, they have just movement here or here without them. Now task was Caraway. This wakes up on the 20th, so in 2 days. So I think it will wake up much earlier than it's expected to. 103rd combat engineers. Let's look. You are in heavy urban snow area. So are those units. There's a few more units here. Just the simple roadblocks. Now, there's a Stuk battalion and Recon battalion in front of us. Aufklare Abteilung. Guys, pretty nasty. Let's see what the exchange would have been. No, not really. We don't wanna do that. How about here? 1-to-1. Oh, more like it. More like it. So probably our artillery gonna go there. Now, firstly, this unit need to fall back to the next position and just, you know, fight until the end. The enemy can approach us from the south. We can destroy this bridge. 110th, I think I already will spread them out maybe in this area. And artillery gonna stay for a turn where it is. And this 110th again. I want to keep them together, so when we defend, if I, for example, I give buff to this regiment, all the regiment in one hex is buffed, if that makes sense. So 110th, again, this is a whole stack now. We're not gonna defend closer than, you know, like further than that. We just wanna blow this bridge, probably leave this open. Then the other supplies will have to go through here. We'll see how it goes. Engineers are here. Now, we can always fall back completely. Just blow up the bridges and just forget about this area. Yeah, we don't have many units. You need to fall back. That's the first. Now, that unit, I think, either got attacked by artillery, either something happened. Because it's barely anything left. I think all our artillery will focus on that unit. Do we want to fall back anywhere else? Yeah, let's just fall back. We're gonna stay for a turn here. Now their stack is 108, but they can bring more. We have some anti-tank capabilities and anti-tank guns. But still, I don't know why they you know, why we cannot do anything. Now, in attack, they are much better than in defense. It's strange. They're supposed to be the opposite. Yeah, but still, not good enough. Yeah, let's just use our artillery first. Here, so all our artillery, focus on 156 regiment. How much we did? So around 40 guns of different caliber shot. We destroyed 80 infantry, 1 truck, 1 pack, and 81mm mortar. Comparing to what we expected of that unit, we didn't done that much. So we would get 1,000 casualties for 2,000. Let's try, maybe we can push it. Okay, so that was a good exchange. So we lost one bazooka team. 20 GIs? No, this is area units and engineers, so secondary infantry. Now we don't have many GIs anyway, or mostly other type of equipment and tanks. But the enemy lost another anti-tank gun, 2 mortars, 3 Panzerschrecks, 230 infantry. That's great. That's great. That's what we need, and some other equipment. Now we push them, and now their value is 25. So I'm happy with that. They can approach us again, or they can approach us here, or you know, I don't think they're gonna go behind us. Or we can always give them the city, and you know, they will not know what's in here. Hopefully, you fall back all the way here. Yeah, so we are closer in our defense. Now those engineers, maybe they wanna blow the bridge already. 28 need to stay where it is. The 8 core need to stay where it is because it gives buffs to, for example, to 467 anti-air battalion. But you can already try to blow the bridge. We can always go different routes around. So we are sure that this bridge is destroyed. There's nothing they can do. Then we're gonna go through here. This artillery gonna move through the night. Yeah, so next thing is destroying this bridge and this bridge. Can destroy this bridge, just to be sure it's destroyed. Yes. And now if the enemy pushes through here, they need to cross the river. So it causes penalties for the enemy. Probably the caraway will wake up. 1, 2, 3. So the enemy need to be in those hexes. So it's behind, like they already need to go through Bastogne to wake this unit up. That's not good. Shouldn't be like this. No, it should have much better command and the information about what's happening. Oh yeah, next round, again, we need to keep falling back each round. There's not even a question now. Those units might be cut off. If not, for example, if that unit fails, they're gonna continue moving, then we need to make sure that those units will go and run behind before the enemy goes to Margaret. They cannot reach Margaret before we fall back the unit. So we playing some risks. Let's just move the core as much as possible. I don't see any tracks, so that's a small problem. Yeah, we just need to keep moving. No other choice. Keep those guys going. And just as far as you can. Maybe you will go to the major road, so that's better for you. As you can see, I just moved, you know, 1 battalion, and there's already traffic. And those guys going on foot, so they're not going too far. It's okay. So now 82nd. Let's just go back to it. Let's put you into march mode. Probably I'll cut this part out. Okay, so 82nd is moved. The engineers, we want to rotate as fast as possible as well here. Maybe they can help rebuild the bridge. Now, yeah, there's another engineer. Move you as well. Any more surprises? No, let's just see the commander of the 101st. So, Anthony C. McAlfee. It's pretty good on the defense. I cannot see his cards. But looking at this, he gets 3 points every turn, 36 points to his disposal. He's a little bit overstacked because his staff troop ratio is 0.88. So, you know, he definitely don't give as good buffs as he could. 82nd, so 0.77. He's as well overstacked, but we will give probably some units around. We'll spread the love. As well, 36. You can have, there's no speed or anything like that. There's an initiative, but it costs too much to use it. He's really charismatic officer. British units, they still cannot move. Normally check them off screen, but yeah, they wake up towards the end of the campaign, really. Now, 29th Infantry Regiment of the 21st Army Group, they can move. Let's just move them. Where is the Monty? Monty is here. So we need to move them this way. Okay, so just move you as much as possible. These units, we just forgot about them, to be honest. I admit that. That's for sure. Okay, so there's 4 if there is any more. Don't think so. And this is still belongs to the Airborne Corps. By just walking on foot. This is really experienced stacks. Let's use them. 517. Move you, and then yeah. So we're gonna go to Trieste Point, and then we're gonna go southeast, east, southeast, and just gonna connect. But don't think there is more here. And I think that's where we're gonna leave. So we move all the units from the back, and the next time we're gonna come back and start moving Combat Command Reserve of the 9th. I hope you guys liked the new setup, you know, the new way we're doing the episodes. Because as you can see, we went through half of the map. We went through replay last time, and now will be the rest of the map. So it will be a little bit clear when we review the things and when we move the things. But I will see you guys in the next time. I hope you enjoyed this, and have a great day.